told Jake Paul would never take. This is the first step of many, first step on the journey to October 29th. Let's introduce our main event. Please welcome first to the stage, the favorite, Anderson the Spider Silva. And his opponent, the underdog for the first time, the problem child, Jake Paul.
Crazy overseas. I've been in the car, I've been in the Jeep, I've been in the Crown, in the Mercury.
Oh, you can feel that, can't you? Things are different. Things are different when they get face to face. Now, guys, let me get a little bit of business out of the way. Showtime, pay-per-view, and most valuable promotions present Jake Paul versus Anderson Silva. This will be Saturday, October 29th at the Gila River Arena. Guys, that's in Glendale, Arizona, just outside of Phoenix. Tickets will go on sale Wednesday, September 14th via Ticketmaster.com. Paul versus Silva pits international superstar and serial risk taker Jake the Problem Child Paul. He's going to be taking on UFC legend and professional boxer Anderson the Spider Silva. Yeah, serial risk taker. That's actually pretty cool.
That's a new one. I've never heard serial risk taker.
Yeah, whoever wrote that, I agree with you. That's a great line. But guys, I got to tell you this bout. Many people are asking this. It's going to be contested over 8 rounds. We're going to do a catch weight of 187 pounds. The event will be available via pay-per-view on cable and satellite and streaming in the Showtime app via Showtime, PPV.com, and internationally on Fight TV. It seems throughout your career, and I've followed it very closely, it seems as though you follow a martial arts code to make sure that you don't call somebody out. You don't ruffle feathers as a way of getting a fight. You buckle down and you train. But this must be the opportunity that you were hoping for.
Well, every single time I'm enjoying my life and try to do my best in everything I do in my life, you know, especially because I love my job. This sport, martial arts and combat sports is part of me. And when I have the opportunity to show you my respect and how much I love fighting, I'm completely excited, you know, and today is so amazing, you know. I'm so excited.
All right, and Jake, I got to say to you, you made a lot of headlines, you sold a lot of tickets and filled up some arenas, but the fun is over. You don't play games with Anderson Silva.
Correct. Except I'm about to. Hey, the fun was over day one of boxing, okay? The fun was over on day one of boxing. I signed up for the hardest sport in the world, and I love it. That's what I'm built for, and I love a challenge. You know, I grew up idolizing this guy. For me, this is even surreal that I'm like sitting here. I have to take a moment to be like, wait a second, is this real? All the cameras. I was sitting on a couch watching this guy as a kid, and here we are. I love the challenge. This is my toughest fight yet, and I'm prepared.
Anderson, you've got a star here. You're going to have a full arena. You are going to be the main event, but none of those things are new. You do have an opponent who's being respectful. He's not getting under your skin. Is that a tactic, and are you prepared for it?
Absolutely. I think, first of all, guys, everybody needs to respect this guy here. Why? Because it's open the door for everybody to think about something new, you know. And I'm so excited, you know, I'm so excited, I'm so happy to be here, especially because many years ago, how many years ago you come with your brother and I take picture with you, you know, it's insane, you know. I'm fight a lot in my entire life, and I'm here again, and I, you know, it's the new generation, and I continue here. I'm so happy, you know, and that's the proof everybody can do everything in your life when you believe in yourself, when you have passion, when you love, you know. And I'm so happy to be here.
You know, Jake, breaking in to a community, in this case, combat sports and specifically boxing, you gotta go through superstars. You gotta go through guys that you look up to. But you're also going to need motivation. You also have a history of having some fun, of getting a back and forth going. That doesn't appear to be the case. Are you in the right headspace to prepare for this fighter?
100%. It all has to do with my previous opponents all being dickheads. Anderson Silva is the nicest guy in the world, and we love him. If my opponent is a dickhead, I'm gonna treat him like a dickhead and beat his fucking ass. And I think people have seen that side of me, but I respect this man. I'm still gonna knock him out, but I respect him, but respectfully knock him out.
Maybe not. So it's fine. You know, I like that because, you know, the energy involved in this fight is so amazing. You know, a lot of people think about, Anderson, you crazy, why do you do that? And I say, you know, that's a good challenge for me. Because Gabriel and Eliezer and my son Khalil beat me every day in the boxing training, and little Nico too. And I say, I can't do that, I think I can do that, you know? But everybody needs you watching this fight, because the people go see the different Anderson and the different Jake Paul, for sure.
Anderson, I know in just a moment when you open this up to the audience, I'm going to have to hear about your age, which is going to annoy me, but let me get in front of it right now. Does your age matter? Does he have an advantage with his youth?
I mean, I think the age is only the numbers, you know, and I continue training hard every day, you know, and my last sparring is crazy. Eliezer knocked me out 3 times, and they say, bro, I'm not gonna fight with you. And I say, I know, but I need to beat you. The coach say I need to beat you. I say, okay, all right, and let's go the next round and go kick you and put in the ground.
We did.
Jake, to beat him, you're going to have to hit him. And many other opponents have been afraid to engage. They get in front of him, they see the movements, they lock up and pause. Are these lights going to be too bright, and how do you know for sure?
Nah, I'm built for this, you know, and sparring world champions in the gym, you know, getting ready for Anderson. Obviously he's a southpaw, my first time going up against a southpaw, but I love this shit, man. I truly feel like I was put on earth and destined to box. This would be my biggest stage yet, and my biggest test yet, but I'm a young man, and I'm excited to get this experience under my belt, because the fights are just gonna keep on getting bigger. This is just the start.
And Jake, this is a personal question, but I really have always wanted to ask you this. Where do you find the time? I mean, you've got to be getting in the gym a couple of times a day, whether that's road work and then another one in the gym. It still requires 2 times a day. I see you what I feel like 24 hours. I know what you're doing, whether it's social media, when do you have time to get in the gym? And how many years has this actually been going on? And feel free to include your brother. I'm sure it was a family event, but when did you guys actually start preparing?
Yeah, I think about 4 years ago. Only been preparing as a pro really for less than 3 years. I made my pro debut less than 3 years ago. But time management is crucial. I have the best assistant in the world. Shout out to Marcos. He's a pivotal part of this like 30-person team. We have the best coaches, best nutrition, and we just work hard, man. That's been the key to my success, and the key to my brother's success is just non-stop work every single day, showing up and being present, you know. And to be honest, man, I'm addicted to this shit. So no matter how hard I have to work, this is what I do. I think most boxers, after they're done boxing, they go play video games or do some shit. I'm working on my brand, working on content, working on venture capital, working on better, download better, and that's how I live my life.
And Jake, there appears to be, again, from me, and I'm a fan at heart, whether I get to stand up here with you guys or not, it appears to me that you want to be welcomed by a community. It appears to me that you feel as though you were resisted. This guy wasn't young enough, this guy wasn't experienced enough. That's over now. There is no question and there is no headlines. There is no narrative when you step in there with Anderson Silva. You are the underdog for the first time in your career, but boy, it's close. I mean, 2-1 might sound like a lot. I saw fights go off 3 days ago that were 6-1. I saw one that was getting ready to be 12-1. I feel as though you are getting your respect in many ways, but this is the match. This is going to need the performance. Do you disagree?
Yeah, no, this is it. You know, this is a make or break moment. And I know I have someone who just beat a former world champion boxer in front of me. I don't take him lightly at all. He's the GOAT of striking. He's the GOAT of MMA. And like you said, no one thought I'd take this fight. Even Dana White did not think I would take this fight. And Dana, I know you're watching, bro. You still owe me $1 million from when you bet against me on Ben Askren. But I want you to come out of hiding, stop being a bitch, and make a bet against me and Anderson, and actually pay up this time. Because you didn't think I would take this fight. So let's make a bet. Let's put $1 million. Let's put $2 million. Let's put $5 million on it. But I bet you won't, Dana, because you're a bitch.
Well, Anderson, I was not planning to invoke Dana White. However, he did make a statement about your opponent. He said your opponent won't face you. He said your opponent is not good enough to face you. He said that you're the greatest combat sports athlete of all time, and that conversation needs to be revisited. But Anderson, if you go into anything with too much confidence, it is a problem. How are you viewing the fight, the opportunity, what it could mean for the future of your boxing career to be in there with somebody who is a bona fide superstar in Jake Paul?
Well, yeah,
I threw a few. Let's start with the Dana question, as a matter of fact. Let's start with that, huh? He still believes in you. It's got to mean something.
I mean, I have my personal opinion about Dana White, you know, and I prefer don't say nothing about Dana because Dana is Dana, you know. But in the time I'm fighting UFC, I do my best. I broke my leg, I broke my hips. I have the amazing stories inside UFC. I fight with these legend guys 2 times, you know, and it's the first man to beat me 5 rounds, completely destroy my mind, and thank you God I'm here to talk about that today and fight with Jake Paul, you know. But boxing in my life is very special because I grew up watching a lot of boxing. I training with the Brazilian team, and I come to the sport to show my respect, you know, for showing my respect for a lot of boxers and the professional fighters doing something special for us, you know. And I'm so happy to be here and continue to do my job. I'm 47. You know, and continue here, continue to do my job, continue doing something I love, you know. I'm so happy.
Question for Jake. He's a respectful man. You have a great demeanor up there on stage. Is there any side bets that you're willing to take with this guy leading up to the fight?
Yeah, I was going to say if you beat me, I'll get a spider tattoo.
No, stop. Let me tell you. No. You don't need to put the spike tattoo. I know you're my fan. Don't worry. I'm Let's go. Stop. Come on. I'm your fan too. I'm a big fan, you know. But I hate tattoos, bro. I hate it. I don't have tattoos. My kids have tattoos. I say, why are you putting that? Dad, you need to put a one. And I say, no. Don't, stop.
All right, I'll come up with a different bet. That doesn't have to do with tattoos. We'll see you fight week with that bet. I'm gonna think of it.
Next question.
Right here up front. Marcus Hayes, FightHype TV. My first question is for Anderson. Anderson, we've seen you in just about every scenario in fighting. We watched you fight against Chavez Jr. a couple months ago. You looked outstanding. Was there ever any part of you that wanted to be a pro boxer?
Well, you know, I think I do everything I can do in my life, my professional life. You know, I fight Muay Thai, I fight kickboxing, full contact, MMA, and I fight boxing too. I think now it's time to enjoy the challenge. You know, I have the different opinion about boxing because for the level to come and be amazing champion, you need to train different. I train hard, but that's not my goal. You know, I do my part in this sport and I continue to, but I'm not young man anymore and I can't fight in the level with Canelo or, you know, this guy is amazing in boxing, you know. But I continue prove my respect and do my respect for boxing.
Next question is for Jake. Jake, we've seen you step up time and time again. When the Rockman fight fell out, is this immediately the first fight that you thought of?
Yeah, 100%, and I'm so excited because now I have an opponent who's a real professional, who will make weight, who will actually show up in the ring, and I don't have to worry about doing a whole training camp for no reason. So this is lovely. He's not scared, he's not a bitch like Tommy is. So he's gonna actually get into the ring, and that's exciting. And as soon as Hassim canceled, I wanted to fight a pro boxer so that the dumbass back here was saying, "For a pro boxer," like, yeah, it's like his IQ's like 5. So I've tried fighting a pro boxer, but they won't fucking get into the ring with me. So this fight was supposed to be after Tommy Fury or Hassim. We were like, all right, they don't want to fight me, fuck it, let's just go right to it.
All right, guys, last question, please. Please. You look very nice today, by the way. Very nice, please.
First question is for Jake. How are you doing, Jake?
I'm doing wonderful. Thank you for coming today.
Well, you're welcome. I'd like to ask you a question. Which round do you think you're going to knock out Mr. Silva?
I love you, Mama.
Oh, it won't go more than 5.
One more question, Mr. Jake. Do you mind if I take a picture with you guys?
Yes, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Anderson, bro, I want to know your prediction for the fight.
Of course. Come on, man. Just 1 second. 1 second, 1 second. Wait.
Yeah, I just have one.
Okay, Mom, come in here. Give me this. Come here. What? Get this. Come here, Mom.
We're doing the picture right now.
Careful. You see that? You love this kid, huh?
I got one for you guys.
Oh, okay, great. Come here. Let's go.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let's go.
Perfect.
Excuse me, Anderson and Jake. Hi, Logan Paul here from Logan Paul Vlogs.
Yeah.
I was wondering if, while you guys are still up there just standing close to each other like that, I could just get in a picture and we could recreate the picture that we took 13 years
Wow.
ago.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm gonna come up there.
We should do that. What? Which side was that on?
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, Logan Paul has joined us, huh? Round of applause. Welcome, Logan.
Hey, today's my lucky day, isn't it?
Amazing day, Mom.
And we appreciate you guys. Let's take a couple more questions. By the way, I feel like I gotta compliment the young lady. She went for it. I feel like I gotta tease her too. She asked for a picture. She had no camera. Can someone send that to her? Can we get her that? Oh, we have a piece of theater. Let me stand out of the way. I see your brother.
We want to recreate the picture.
Anderson, you're outnumbered. What happens here? Do I back you up? I mean, what are we doing here? I see 2 of them. Oh, I see. Maybe I need to back up.
let me tell you something, Jill. You never come to my house to my barbecue.
Okay, here's the thing. I didn't think it was a sincere offer. If I knew I was really invited,
Of course,
and then I didn't know if your wife forgave me, it was a whole thing. That's the real answer why I didn't
You
come.
need to come, please.
In Brazil.
No, here in Brazil, a lot of people try to kill you. People hate me, but I'm not. I love you, man.
I accept that. Thank you very much. By the way, Logan, you got me cured. What are we doing? We're just doing a photo? I feel like this is a moment, right?
Do you remember when we met in Ohio? Do you remember that picture?
I remember this picture. Remember I say something for you. I say, bro, you can do anything in your life. Just do it. Remember that?
And then I fought you.
All right. I haven't the foggiest idea what's happening, but apparently they did a photo about 14 years ago.
You got to go down.
When the Pauls were wrestlers out in Ohio, and apparently we're recreating that.
I think we got it.
All right, microphone. Getting told by Chris. All right, guys, you know what? We're going to wrap this up. We're going to carry this party over to Phoenix.
Most likely took your money, doing something I believe. Most likely put the seed on my back, it ain't me. Most likely going crazy overseas. Stay down. I've been in the Taurus, I've been in the G, I've been in the Crown.
No! You can't stop me.
Set up the future for my business shit. Dirty, bitch on me, you better not cheat. Shot of your deep, shot of your free. If I walk, go to my feet, down to my last. Damn, all those
Thank you, everybody.